welcome back to Half and Half. I'm here today with my aunt Sandra. Would you like to tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Yasmin's aunt and I'm Sandra and we're currently in Bali and I'm on a healing journey.
Today's topic is going to be about dropping people and cutting people out. And we are both very, very, very good at this, don't you think?
Yeah.
And I have done it throughout my life, like friendships especially. If they do me wrong, then I'm just going to cut them out.
And I used to be like that. And I still am a bit like that. Now, I've got some friends in the background watching me, so I'm like looking at them. But I'm trying to be conscious not to be like that because I don't think it's very healthy. But I do understand why you do it because,
why isn't it healthy? Because if you cut people out, then you're getting rid of time wasters.
Yeah. But I also think as you get older, you learn to be a bit more compassionate and put yourself in other people's shoes. So you might cut somebody out very quickly because you feel your ego's being dented and you feel wrongly done by. Nevertheless, you've also got to put yourself in other people's shoes and think, well, why did they treat you the way that they treated you for you to then be upset?
But I mean, there's so much effort and so much time that I'm going to be using to use that compassion and be like, oh, they are thinking this, I can't be bothered, just cut them straight out and I don't have to think about that.
I get it.
I'll focus on the friends that I do have and that do care and do treat me right.
I get what you mean, but I also think it's bad for you internally. I think it's negative energy. And you don't really want to carry that stuff. I think being compassionate will take you a lot further. It will make you grow and make you more. I mean, I think if you carry negativity, it also can make you ill. It makes you, imagine crossing people. You just need to just relax, breathe, and put yourself in other people's shoes.
Okay, that's very fair enough, and I agree. But I also think that sometimes my reasoning behind cutting people out is to get rid of negative energy. They are bringing me that negative energy because they're making me stressed out and upset. So if I cut them out, I'm cutting out and throwing away the negative energy, and then my life is better.
No, and I agree with you, and I think there are some people in life that you will cross or that you will come by and you will need to cut out because they won't be good for you. So I'm not encouraging you to just go around floating through life and just accepting people for who they are. Far from it.
Yeah.
However, I do think that you need to be conscious about who you're cutting out, why, think about really who are these people in your life, are they important or not. So there are several layers that you need to address before you cut somebody out.
Okay.
I'm the first to cut people out, I used to be. And now I sit back and I contemplate a little bit more and I say, really, is it worth it? What's this person going through? What have they been through?
So how do you know if it's worth it?
But that becomes a maturity in age and time when you begin to analyse who's in your life and in what capacity they're in your life, no? But I think it's quite good to start practicing now while you're young.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you just go around, it's almost semi being angry all the time, and then you end up crossing these people in your life again, and you're like, oh, I don't talk to, and it's awkward and it's difficult, it's hard.
So you're a bit older than me. Do you have any regrets in your life so far that you've cut these people out and now you're like, I should have done that?
Yeah. I do. I have one particular friend who in Spain, and I mean I was going through a very difficult time in my life at the time when I cut her out. But I did cut her out the typical way that you would or I did.
Yeah, cold turkey.
So we're talking, that was maybe over 10 years ago. And in retrospect, looking at it now, there was no reason to cut her out apart from she might have annoyed me in a couple of things at the time when I was feeling very sensitive and very vulnerable. But I ended up losing a great friendship with somebody that I really love and I still really love. Yeah. And we look back at it now and I go, well, what was that about? And it's really sad. Actually, it makes me sad even just thinking about it. And I recently reached out to her again. We're adults, she's got a family and a kid, and and I did tell her when I reached out to her last year that I do love her, because I do love her.
Yeah.
But I was so quick to cut her out because I was angry with the way that she
treated you.
Well, I felt like I was really vulnerable at the time and she was insensitive to what I was going through. But actually, she probably just wasn't aware.
Yeah.
And so, could you imagine, I literally just cut her out of my life. I mean, it's pretty hardcore. Well, and imagine what she feels like as somebody that I lived with. We were like family, and I cut her out. And that's one of my big regrets. Let's say, one of my big sadnesses.
I live by a kind of second chance rule, because if they do me wrong once, then fair enough, like you said, like put yourself in their shoes and think about why they've done it. They might not have known what they're doing was wrong or would affect you. So I sit them down and I talk to my friends and I say, you've upset me,
Right.
don't do that again.
Right.
And if they do something again, I think I've warned them.
Right.
I warned you once, you've done it again, so bye.
Yeah.
And that's it, cut out, no further warning, nothing.
Wow,
That's
that's really harsh. But I get it. But I
I
still
don't think
get
that's
it.
harsh. Like, I've taught you about it. I've told you explicitly.
So you've explained where they may upset you, and what you feel is that they have not taken that into consideration if they've repeated it again.
Yeah.
Possibly that could be the case, or possibly some people don't have the mental capacity, the emotional capacity, and there's different levels of friendship. But you know what, Yazzie, as you get older, as I say, you do start to understand, and you start to mature and understand who's who, and who's worth, giving maybe more than 2 chances. Maybe you give them 5 chances, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just go, you know what?
But
I don't miss you in
I don't
my
want to
life.
be that kind of person where all my friends are worried that I'm gonna cut them out at any time because I'm so.
Because it's not nice.
Yeah, it's not nice.
And you know what? One of my friends actually said that to me once. They said to me, "We're so worried about upsetting you, just in case you literally just walk out on us and never come back again, because you have the capacity to do that." And it made me realise. I was like, "Wow, that's really harsh." And you're right. I think we need to be aware to also be compassionate and soft and understanding. But that's not to say not to be on your toes.
Yeah,
you're
because
always
you don't
on your
want
toes.
people to walk all over you.
Exactly.
If you're too soft, then people are gonna just take you for granted.
Yeah,
And then
for sure. Yeah.
So basically, I'll learn to figure out who means to me enough to not to cut them out and to be a soft person.
just sometimes be a little bit compassionate. Take some time, breathe, think about who's who, why they might have spoken to you or treated you, or whatever way, or whatever they've done to you to make you feel like you really want to cut them out.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's a lot of things to evaluate before you just cut somebody out.
Yeah, but we're both on this journey together.
We are
trying to be softer people.
We are trying to be softer people.
It's great that we can
Am I
help each other.
doing really
Oh, we can help each other.
We are doing really well. I'm going to guide you to be a softer, nicer, loving person, but also strong and on.
Yeah,
on
strong
the
and independent. Won't take no shit from nobody.
No swearing.
No
swearing
swearing.
in front of your
That's
aunt.
why I didn't swear. But thank you so much for this riveting conversation.
Thank you very
again.
much for inviting
I
me.
hope you will come back in future episodes.
I would love to.
And thank you for watching another episode of Half and Half. I hope you subscribe, like, comment, and follow us on our continued journey.
Thank you. Bye.